posting more, but it seems like I don't, and I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm lazy. So I'm gonna talk through a couple of the mods and a couple of things that happened with the 1 series, and just show you pictures and video and stuff of what's going on. Starting off, yesterday I went racing at the Dragstrip. And I'm not going to show you any of that. I'm going to save that for later because I want you to get up to date on what's going on with the car. First thing to understand right now is that I'm running a couple of stacked tunes, and I'm keeping those a bit secret right now. Basically, my car's making more power than stock. I'm not saying how much, but it's some more power than stock. So to cope with that, I needed to get some new wheels so I can get some more rubber on the back of the car so that I'm not just spinning all the time. And a friend of mine was actually selling the wheels off of his E90, and they were fit my car and it looked really good. So I got them. So he gave me his wheels for free. So thank you very much, Ben. If you're watching this, I doubt you will be, but if you're watching, thank you very much. So those tires are only 255 in the rear, which is nowhere near enough to put down the power. So I was just doing massive burnouts for a while, just so I can destroy those tires. So that was really fun and all, and I liked doing that. But the thing is, I mean, I was like spinning up through 4th gear. I wouldn't really get traction unless I was on a highway and I wanted to go full throttle, which got really annoying when you're in Mexico doing low speed stuff and you're just spinning and 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 spinning, and there we go, we got some, there we go. After those tires went, I ended up getting some 275s in the rear with a 40 sidewall, so they're like properly fat tires, and they're like the stickiest compound from the company that I got, and I'm actually really liking them right now. This is what they looked like when I was getting it on. And then, because they were so big and so much bigger than stock was only 245. I know, miserable. So since they're so much bigger than stock, I also had to get my fenders rolled, which Matt at Pro Fenders did an insanely beautiful job with. Yeah, pictures. So now my car can properly squat down and make the power, and I have a sidewall so I can actually, you know, have some compression room on the tires so that I can get the power down. So what do I do at that point? I buy a ton of car parts. I got new coilover suspension sitting in the box it came in. I have a new intercooler sitting in the box it came in. And I have new VRSF downpipes sitting in the box they came in. And I also got a couple of new tunes for me to try out on a stack above my JB4. And I haven't installed any of it yet. So basically I have no clue how to install coilovers by myself, so I'm going to be doing it with some friends. And when it comes to the intercooler and downpipes, I'm waiting for a friend of mine who is doing the exact same mod to his car, so then we can do it together. I'm just waiting for his parts to come in. Juan, I'm talking to you. Get your parts in. We should do this. I need some power. Let's do this. I'm just messing with you, dude. I can't wait for you to get your parts in so we can do this for real, because power. So let's talk about what happened at the Dragstrip. So this was my first time ever going to a drag strip of any kind. This is the Piedmont Raceway, so it's an 8th mile drag strip. So quarter-mile times are obviously irrelevant since it's an 8th mile drag strip. Basically, I get there and I talk to this awesome guy who's been dragging cars his entire life. And he suggests I release some of my tire pressure in the rear. And I'm like, brilliant idea. And I forgot my tire pressure thingy, and I completely spaced out when talking to friends to ask for theirs. So all of my drag times, keep in mind, are at 38 PSI on my rears. So this is nowhere near the amount of pressure I should be running for a drag tire. So right here, oh, you probably can't see it on the light. So right here is the moments of truth. I did quite a few runs, and my first one was properly horrible. I did a 8 oh wait, no, I think that's my good one. Alright, 8.03. My first run was absolutely horrible. I had no clue what I was doing when it comes to, you know, launching the car properly on the Dragstrip. I did the whole burnout thing, and I got it all warmed up, and then I had to move back, and then I had to move forward, and then I got it just about right, and then I launched. And that one was pathetic. I still beat the car next to me, but I did it 8.9. All right, so then next time comes around, and I think I'm racing Mustang or something. That one I did it 8.5. I was getting a bit better. After that, I was racing another Mustang, and I got an 8.6, which wasn't that great. Then I figured out some things about my car and what I was doing wrong when it comes to the launch, but I accidentally, in my settings, turned off all my tunes. So I was running my car stock. And on that one, I raced an 8.3. And that one is the only race I lost. I lost against a EF Honda Civic from the 1980s, the hatch. He had a giant turbo in his engine. It was a I asked him, not B16, it was a B19 motor with a big turbo, 62 millimeter. He claimed he was making about 700 horsepower. I believe it. His front tires, he was running cruiser drag slicks with a PSI probably around 10. So I did not expect to beat that car. However, I'm happy that I was only 0.6 seconds away from him with my car not in its tuned power mode. Alright, so after that I was like, alright, so I just lost to a Honda, even though it was a drag Honda. So what I'm going to do, sorry, it's just a repeat. So what I'm going to do is actually turn on my tune, you know, and get some power out of her. Once I did that, my next lap was an 8.1. So that was 0.2 seconds off after that. I did a bit of a weak launch, but it was still okay. It was against a Camaro, number 13. I'm pretty sure you were Camaro. It was some type of older muscle car, like from the earlier 2000s. Alright, great. And now is when things got interesting. I was messing with the settings in my JB4, and I was also messing with my back-end flash tune on my computer, and I realized I should be running in a different map completely. So I switched out my map to one that is 18.5 to 19 PSI. Because before I was only running about 16 PSI. When I did that, a bit of magic happened. On that one, I was racing against this really nice Mustang. It was, I think, the 2007 generation. 90% sure it's the 2007 generation. Also at this point in time, my camera died. So I have no more footage of this, and I think my camera died right after the Honda because I didn't charge my GoPro, and I was very stupid about that. So I lost this footage, but I can show you the, spec sheet thingy. This one was against a pretty well-spec'd, I think 2007 generation Mustang, and I ran an 8.09, which was my best time of the night. Even though once I hit third gear, I had a bit of misfire. So then I pulled over after that race and did a couple of retuning, called a friend, had him recommend a couple things for me to do. I took my car out for a quick little drive around the perimeter to make sure everything was working properly, and then I raced for the one last final time. Now, the last race was my best one. This one, I was racing against yet another Mustang. Surprisingly, there are a lot of Mustangs there. But this one, I had no misfires, and my launch was almost perfect, and I ran an 8.095, which before was a 0.99, so technically slower. I mean, technically faster than the one before, which is good. So, yeah. So, considering that, an 8.09 is... it's okay. I mean, could be worse. Seriously, could be worse. And I didn't set up any type of brake boosting or launch control setup on it yet. So it can launch a lot better, and if I got even bigger rubber in the back, I bet I can launch it even at a higher RPM. But as of right now, I think this was okay, pretty respectable. So that was my day at Piedmont Dragway. And there's also a car meet going on outside, which you're seeing pictures and video of right now. And I think that that is going to catch you guys up with what's been going on with my car. I keep saying I want to post more. I might. I can't tell. School's been, school, and so it's been keeping me busy. However, I'm going to start trying to post more, especially considering my car is working and stuff. So, I'd like to thank you guys for watching this video, and maybe you can mess around with the comments and a like button down below. And I'll start trying to post more of maybe when I'm going to Mexico, maybe when I'm just having some fun, doing some mods, or even car meets again. Not really sure what I want to post on this channel, not sure what I want to turn it into. Whether it be like a fancy like car event type channel, or if I should just make it me and my mods and, you know, going to Mexico and doing stupid stuff with friends. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. See ya.